Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson and Lord willing, share some news with you, Akiyam and Akwat, that most of you may be well aware of. But it's definitely worth mentioning, being that it ties in to the imminent plague of darkness, which is prophetically to come upon Babylon, the great, the spiritual Egypt. And we're going to show you that through the spirit. So yeah, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I'm just raising the alarm, sounding the trumpet, as commanded upon Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's holy mountain. Giving warning, man, to you beloved Akiyam and Akwat. This is the duty of a man that has been sent to serve the Lord, man. We are to say something if we see something. We're in a time where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he's working, contrary to, these mere mortals walking around aimlessly. The power of all heavens and earth, he is working, man. And he's doing miraculous things in efforts to bring forth the kingdom of heaven and the utter destruction of these Edomites, man, and these heathen that we've been placed underneath. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, as a matter of fact, let's grab this real quick, because as mentioned before, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he sent 10 plagues to Egypt, to ancient Egypt. And when you tap into 2nd Ezra 15, which we're going to get it through the spirit, he mentions how he's going to do it again. All right? And this is because why? What is then is now. You see, let me get that real quick in the book of Ecclesiastes. Salakia. And these damn heathen, starting with Esau, have done some atrocious things to us, man. You see? They've done some atrocious things to us. So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to meet them head on. All right? With judgment, man. Divine judgment. All right? His strange works. His acts, his strange acts, man. Just like he put upon Egypt. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15, it reads, that which hath been is now, man. You see that? And that which is to be hath already been, man. And power requireth that which is past, man. You see, so hey, these people are in a jam, man. They're in a position where, judgment's coming and they cannot escape. You see, because as Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has judged these heathens before, based off them putting their hands on his anointed, okay, and doing his prophet time, he's gonna do the same thing this time, man. But this time it's gonna be the worst that the world. It's gonna be the worst that the world has ever seen. You see, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna open up on the inhabitants of the earth, man, punishing them for their evil. But guess what? The melting pot's going to be right here in Babylon the Great. Right? The land of the north. Now, real quick, when we tap into this article, as a matter of fact, before we grab this article, let's go grab this. Let's grab that 2nd Ezra real quick. Bear with me. Now, you know what? Hold on. Let's go to that article. this is Salak. Just making a turn here. But this is from WSAZ 3 News. Not too familiar with this news feed, but came across this video, wanted to play within it, and I like how they bring out the article, you know. So I figured I would use this one through the spirit, you know. But needless to say, it's dated March 5th, 2025, so a few days ago. All right, and the title reads. Now this is from the words of the Premier over in Ontario, Canada, Doug Ford, right? And the title reads, quote, "They need to feel the pain, man." You see, Ontario Premier Doug Ford threatens to cut off U.S. energy amid trade war, right? And as we know, you know, Canada and America, they're in the middle of a tariff war, along with other allies as well. You know, Trump is also putting tariffs on Mexico and various EU nations, and under the mindset that they owe America. But needless to say, you know, this is causing a lot of indifferences. You know, this geopolitical stance that Trump is taking is honestly working against him. You know, but needless to say, he put a 25% tariff on Canada, and via the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he turned around and put a 25% tariff on $155 billion worth of product that they, you know, trade with America, man. So he turned around and hit him right back in the jaw with it. You see? And then you got the Premier, you know, talking about cutting off U.S. energy, man, being that we do use a lot of their energy. You know? So, hey, see? Babylon's in a strait. These proud Babylonians, man. It's starting to come to the light, you know, that she's not all what she's, you know, been summed up to be. But needless to say, let's get some of this article, right? It reads, Ontario Premier Doug Ford said he is prepared to cut off electricity exports to the United States after President Donald Trump imposed 25% tariffs on Canadian exports. This reads, quote, "If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy with a smile on my face," he said. Right? They need to feel the pain, man. Ford said Monday. All right, Ford said he would match tariffs and noted that the U.S. is a major consumer of Canada's electricity. In an address to Congress Tuesday night, Trump said he imposed tariffs on Mexico and Canada because of trade deficits, and also said they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Tuesday that Canada is planning to impose tariffs on over 100 billion of American goods over 21 days. Today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada. This is quote. This is Justin Trudeau speaking. Today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they are talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense, Trudeau said. Along with the 25% tariff on Canadian exports, Trump also limited the levy to 10% on Canadian energy. So you see what's going on, man. Okay, hey, Babylon's allies, hey, their relationships are going south. And see, and this is the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai at work, man. Why? Because salvation is coming. Okay, salvation is coming, man. There was going to come a time where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai was not going to allow us to dwell in the land of Egypt anymore, man. As it says in 2nd Ezra 15, which we're going to go get that. Let's play this video first.
Discover your new Toyota right now at Atlantic Toyota.
Hey, and this is fair use. All right, let me just turn this out. Let me let that play. This is fair use. All right, this is for edification purposes only. Fair use.
We are ready should the U.S. decide to launch their trade war. We will be ready. We are not looking for this. We're not seeking this.
If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard, we're going to come back twice as hard.
You see that? Hey, look at the pure Edomites, man. Edomite on Edomite. Hey, the Lord's stirring things up, man. As a matter of fact, before we get that second edge, let's go get this. The Lord's stirring things up. Kala Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. He's stirring things up. This couldn't be more than a beautiful time to be alive, man. The book of Isaiah, chapter 19. And let's start from verse 1, man. And read on down to the point. The burden of Egypt. Okay? And this is talking to America, man. This is not talking about ancient Egypt. Okay? And as we know this as you go into this chapter, it doesn't align, okay, with what happened in ancient Egypt. And you're going to see that in the second verse. The book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, which is that fathership, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, man. Okay, because ultimately Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to send forth the weapons in his armory, man, which are those ICBM missiles, man. They're going to be shot. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles are not going to just sit in those silos or end up in a museum. Okay, no, man. They're going to be used. Every single one of them. You see? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to empty the clip in this third world war. Right, here's the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. This did not happen in ancient Egypt. All right? There's no documented history of the Egyptians having any type of civil unrest or civil war. You see? Get it? Vocab alone? All right, let's continue on. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, which is what you're witnessing right now. Right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. Okay? And look at Canada is a neighbor, man, to America. All right? They're North Americans as well. You know? And so is Mexico. Mexico's a neighbor. You see, but what's Trump doing? What is the Pharaoh doing? The king of Babylon? Targeting his neighbors, man. Making enemies out of his allies. Why? Because of his pride. You see? Let's continue on. City against city. Right? Because don't get it twisted. Civil unrest is going to occur. All right? And kingdom against kingdom, man. Okay? And this thing's going to spill over into a third world war, man. At the end of it. Okay? That's what's going to manifest out of this. And we just right now we're seeing the trade. Why do you think they're using that word war as far as a trade war? You see, because this is the time we're in. These tariff wars. We're in the time of war, as it tells us in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, man. And I believe right around the 8th verse. This is the time we're in. You see? You know, but hey, as ancient Egypt, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to bring darkness, man. That plague of darkness, man. Being that it's time for our salvation. Let's go here. The book of 2nd Esdras. Chapter 15 and verse 10, and it reads, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. And again, this is not talking ancient Egypt. How do we know? Well, verse 11 is going to make the point. All right? What's written isn't going to align, okay, with it talking about ancient Egypt, because it's going to be talking past tense. Let's go. Present tense, future tense. It's going to speak future tense. Watch, 2nd Esdras 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, right, which is Yahushua, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see, being that it's already been done, he's going to do it again. Look, and will destroy all the land thereof. That didn't happen. Egypt is still standing. Egypt is there right now. Egypt is, as we speak, Egypt is on the map. People are living there. You see? And as a matter of fact, let's get this in the Good News Bible real quick. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 10, and it reads, let me just highlight this so it's easy for you Akim and Akwab to see. My people are being led to the slaughter like a flock of sheep. They will no longer have to live in Egypt. I will use all my strength and power to bring them out of that land. I will bring disasters on the Egyptians as I did earlier. You see? And I will destroy their country, man. Okay? Hey, this is what's about to go down, man. And one of those disasters, which is a plague, all right, came in the form of darkness. When you go to the book to let me see, what's the Exodus? When you go to Exodus, the 10th chapter, it goes into the account. Let me just see something real quick. Yep, this is what I want. Let's start up. Right, this is the book of Exodus chapter 10 and verse 1, and it reads, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs before him. And this is what you see today. You see these Edomites' hearts hardened. You see Trump's heart, which goes into your mind, Lab in the Hebrew. It's hardened, man. Okay? Here it is. He's being carried headlong. You know what I mean? He's clearly making a mistake with the decisions he's making. But because he's been hardened, all right, he can't be turned back. He's like a raging bull. Okay? With his crosshair set on his target. And he won't stop until he self-destructs. You see? And again, this is the working of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Continuing on. And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what things I have wrought in Egypt. So generationally, we will be speaking about how the Lord delivered us out of the hands of Pharaoh and what he brought upon the Egyptians, man. And this is still being talked about to this day. Well, I'm bringing it out right now through the Spirit. You see? Hey, but pursuing the Jeremiah 16, chapter 16, and Jeremiah chapter 23, okay, how the Lord is going to deliver us out of the land of the north, it's no longer going to be said, okay, that the Lord delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, man. This is going to be what's being talked about, how the Lord delivered us out of the land of the north, because this is going to be spectacular, man. How he's going to do Babylon, and how he's going to deliver his elect. This is going to be something this is going to well supersede, okay, what he did in Egypt with was splitting the northern portion of the Red Sea, the Gulf of Suez. All right, this is going to supersede that. Watch this. Let's read this from the top. And that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's sons what things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know how that I am the Lord Yahweh, man. You see? Let's jump down. Let's jump down. Right? And it reads, Exodus 10 and 21, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Okay, you know how dark that is, man? You can feel it, so dark you can feel it, man. Okay, you know terrors were among them. As a matter of fact, it tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon 17. Matter of fact, we'll close out with that. Right, let's get a little bit more. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days, man. In which 3 goes into understand it. Right? Look it. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days, man. It was so dark. Hey, as a matter of fact, it was Solomon 17 that tells you that they were hiding in the corners, man. We gotta go get that. Look. Right? Let's read this again. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, man. You see, so you see how the Lord set this up? The Lord blacked them out. But hey, there was light for the children of Israel. How do you think the Lord's going to do his elect on this side, man? This time around. Okay, when he brings that plague of darkness to Babylon, man. You see, and you got these people that don't understand a damn thing. You know, that want to come up to the camp or leave comments on the comment board talking about, oh, what are y'all going to do, though? You know, y'all talking about this and that and this, but what are you going to do when it happens, man? They see that they don't understand. They err not understanding the scriptures, man. They fail to realize that through our obedience, and Lord willing, if we are of the foreordained, the preordained, the elect, that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to take care of us throughout the time of the plagues being sent. Just like he took care of us Israelites during the time of Egypt being visited. Ancient Egypt being visited, man. You see, there was a light in our dwelling. It was blocked out for these Hamites. You see? This is the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. And this is the power that we believe in, man, wholeheartedly. Let's go get this real quick. The Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. I'm going to have to stop from verse 1 and just read on down, man. And in verse 1, and it reads, for great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred, man. You see, in scripture says, what's that, Proverbs 28? That wicked men understand not judgment. But those that seek the Lord understand all things, man. You see, the Psalms tells you, what's that, Psalms 89, if I'm not mistaken? Justice and judgment is the habitation, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh's throne. And when you go into that word habitation, it goes into foundation. So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is all about judgment and justice. This is how we know that true justice is going to come to these Edomites and these heathen for what they've done to us, man. Otherwise, the scriptures will be broken. And we know, scripture says, the scriptures cannot be broken, right? Let's continue on. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, right? 3 days long. Right? They lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions, man. So you can expect that to come this way too. Hey, the fourth dimension is going to start interacting with the third. You see? Esau likes to play with left hand magic and he wants to be a wizard and a witch. Hey, you're going to get what you've been asking for, man. You're going to get what you've been asking for, man. These demons are going to be playing with you intimately. Talking to you intimately. Pulling up on you. You know? For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, man. Look, they were hiding in the corners, man. But noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, man. Remember that darkness, it was so dark it can be felt. And that was what Yahweh has said to Moses would come. Okay, so not even the power of fire, man, could give them light. Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night, man. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. They were hallucinating, man. Okay? At Luke 21, their minds failing them for the things that are coming upon the planet Earth. Hey, this is what you people are going to witness, man. See, you people are not ready for what the Lord's going to bring, man. As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace, man. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at, man. Okay, so you people are going to be sick with fear, man. This is what's coming. This is what's coming to Babylon the Great, first and foremost, man. Because this place is likened unto spiritual Egypt. Okay? Where they crucified our Lord and didn't allow our dead bodies to be put in graves, man. Okay, which is likened unto us coming into the understanding of who we are. Okay, and we will oppress together the southern and northern kingdom, right here in the northern part of this northwest. You see, over here in America, where they brutalized us the worst. You know, over here in the north, man, they've done us the worst. This is the worst captivity, man. This is the worst captivity that the nation of Israel had to experience. So to bring things into a perfect balance, because it tells us in Proverbs 11:1, a false balance to the Lord is an abomination. You can only imagine. Our worst captivity is going to come with the worst judgment upon those that afflicted us, man. So stay prayed up, Aki Aminakwale. We almost there, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is showing us that he's working. He's showing us that he's dealing, man. All we got to do is continue to, fight this good fight of faith, man. Stay prayed up, stay locked in. Pray to the Lord to keep you of a meek, humble, and contrite spirit. And a clean heart, man. And Lord willing, may Yahweh Bashim Yahshua be with us in the days that are to come. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Shalom.